Yes.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Second.
Happy New Year. Let's get
I can't believe, can I just say something?
Yes.
I got home and I was talking to my wife and I said, I cannot believe that people watch us so close that he can see my ears wiggling.
That's actually funny.
I was shocked by that.
That's actually really funny that's what it happened.
I mean, do you literally, when you're watching a podcast, do you more listen or do you literally sit there and watch the people?
Well, I'm definitely listening, but watching also, because depending if I'm watching from the car, if I'm
so
watching
close that he can see my ears wiggling.
But
you're not doing it all the time. That's my point. So
definitely all the time. Let's see.
So I was flattered by the fact that the guy actually.
I think that the fact that people are watching and listening, and they're paying attention to us. That's pretty cool stuff.
Crazy.
Stupid.
No.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, here he comes.
Welcome to the intro to Crypto Friday Night Special. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. If you're out there and listening and watching, Shabbat Shalom. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had an amazing New Year's. And if you're watching live on YouTube and on Facebook and most platforms, Instagram is the only one that we cannot see our beautiful background over here. It says over here, dreaming of XRP skyrocketing before it becomes reality. You know, it's interesting because on the show, we have a lot of people we talk to all over the world. And it really is everything to us, having the hundreds of people, thousands of people, commenting, watching live, and involved in our lives on a weekly basis, talking about digital assets, XRP, learning about what XRP is, learning about the digital world. And just remember that this is David Lamel here and Michael Cristoforo, a realtor and a mortgage broker, teaching you about digital assets. We are not financial advisors. We are here to educate you and help you to learn about something new that you've never learned before or heard of before and said, you know what, I trust these guys, know them enough to know that if they're talking about something, it's probably a good idea to listen because I can only learn from it. And
I think today we're going to be probably talking more so on the emotional side of things because we were talking about this week. So
yeah,
it will start to be good. It'll be different. It won't be a typical.
It's the emotional roller coaster. We're talking about the emotional roller coaster all the time, as a matter of fact, as to what it is and how to be and how to feel. But it really feels like a dream. You know, am I dreaming? Is this really reality? Is this really what's supposed to happen in the process of this XRP and what the future holds for it? You know, because it's forever changing and forever not changing at the same time. It's one of those things where like it gets to the point where like you kind of don't know how to react to it. I'm just going to pull my notes up.
This is a brand new financial system. That's what we have to really remember. I mean,
good point.
This is a brand new financial system.
Yes.
Just think about that for a second. I mean, like, it doesn't happen instantaneously.
And that's part of the understanding and going through the process because we've never gone through a brand new financial system.
We have, but we were kids.
In our lifetime, was it really like
in 1970, 71, you know, when they were switching over and there was a switch over back then where they got us off the gold standard. You know, it was, we were kids.
Right.
Well, you weren't even around yet. I was a kid.
74.
71 is when it happened. So I mean, it was before your time. So but I was a kid and there was a change and there were gas lines. When you talk about changes, I remember being a kid and you can only you get a number where you're either odd on your license plate or even last whatever letter it was or last number, first number, and that was the day that they can buy gas. You couldn't get gas if you have an even number, you couldn't get it on an odd day. So that was a financial system. People don't realize, but that was something that happened.
So something has to happen in this process to try to work all the details out right now in the background, which is why there may be part of the suppressing of the value of XRP because of what it's actually being worked on in the background in order to it come about and do its thing.
Yeah, you call it suppression. I don't know if it's just because the utility is not there yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can sit there and be conspiratorial and say that it's
right,
that it's that, but it very well could be that, we're just not running the
gamut,
the huge amount of volume that's going to be flowing through this system and through the networks. I don't even have to say it's not just XRP, but all of them.
It's something to watch and listen to people who we watch and listen to where they are with their mindset of this whole experience with XRP and the crypto world. And what has been happening over the last few months we had a little boost today since the last night. It went up from $1.85 to maybe $1.98, which is, I'm not even getting excited about it because it's such a little bump, but it's just to see a different number in front of it because, it feels good, but it doesn't because I'm not even paying attention to it. Right.
Right. I'm in Jake's mastermind and you're in, and we were just talking about earlier about there are so many people that were waiting for this huge thing that Jake promised. No, I shouldn't say promised.
I wouldn't say he's been promising.
No, he didn't promise.
He's been,
if everything lines up perfectly.
Right. He's been getting us to the point of feeling excited, if you will, about the end of the year. And the end of the year's come, and it's gone. Here come our people from around the world are starting to show up. Everybody, let us know when you're on. Let us know you're listening. Let us know you're from. Please like and subscribe if it's your first time watching.
Talk about that if you don't mind, because when we were here on what's today?
Monday.
When we were here on Monday,
yes,
you had just finished up with listening to Jake, right?
Yes,
and he motivated you.
Yes.
But yet, no, I shouldn't say. On Monday when we spoke, you were like sort of negative. You were sort of negative,
yes,
and you were like, no,
yes,
right? Kind of thing. And then what happened?
The people on this show, they really keep you lifted, and they really keep you motivated and keep you positive and keep your spirit alive. And then I got to listen to Jake on the
his Wednesday
mastermind,
the Wednesday call,
Friday call. And there's
no, because we talked on Monday, and then you listened on Wednesday before before New Year's.
Right. Hey, Tommy, thank you so much for joining. Happy New Year to you too. Absolutely great to see and hear you being a part of the show. Tommy, were you listening to Jake on Monday's call? Like I watched and listened to and got pretty excited. Hey, Blazing Bandit, what's up? Thank you so much for getting back with us. We appreciate you having here. Santa got stopped at the border. He's just clearing customs now. No worries, still coming. What's up? I love it. That's awesome. But going back to again from the Monday call.
So when we spoke though Monday, you were like, no to Jake. And then what happened when you Monday night?
Just a little bit not as jacked up as I,
Yeah,
and then listen to the Monday call, and then I was like, okay, I gotta buy some more because you're talking about New Year's coming and everything happening, and you're like, am I gonna miss anything here? Happy New Year, Blazing Bandit, absolutely. If you guys were on the call with Jake on Monday, I got pretty pumped up before New Year's, and I took a little bit more powder.
He called me.
And I said, Mike, I'm going to buy a little more, and because I don't want to miss something happening and then be regretful I didn't buy it. And,
And what did I say to you?
You said to me, listen, it's not bad that you bought. Didn't go crazy. Didn't do crazy.
But I have to rein him back in a little bit. Every now and then I got to rein him back in. I'm like, temperance.
I need that. I need that hug. I need that love. I need that support, emotional and mental, in this crypto. It's like here we are. We are on a journey. The journey versus destiny, right? I feel like it's destiny, or we believe it's all destiny, right? It's destiny that XRP is going to do what it's going to do. And in the process of the destiny, we are on his journey. And his journey has got you sometimes being like in a roller coaster. it throws you to the left and to the right, and it kind of gives you that feeling of being jerked around, right? But while we're being jerked around, it's like you need that constant conversation. Bamboo XRP, holla! Thank you so much for joining us, and remind us where you're from if you haven't let us know. And please hit subscribe and like the show as you're watching it. Please be involved here because I want to know about you guys. Is this destiny? Are you on the journey? Or is this the destiny phase?
Well, the conversation that you and I had earlier this week was we were talking about what's better. Is it better the journey or arriving at the destiny? Because, we all want to be, we would all like to have financial security and not worry about anything.
But that's why Blazing Bandit's here and Tommy's here and Bamboo's here. Absolutely.
But on the other side of the coin, it's going to bring different challenges.
That will bring definitely.
You definitely have bigger challenges. You'll definitely be different. It's like having a kid, right? Yes. You have a kid, you have small problems. You have bigger kid, the bigger the problems, right? You got a small one and a big one.
Yes.
Are the problems bigger with the smaller one or the bigger one?
Well, I have to be honest with you, the bigger.
Or which one's more expensive?
Well, the bigger one's not as expensive anymore. And he's always been less problematic, thank God. Where the little one tends to be a little bit more, not problematic, but more expensive at this time based on what's going on.
Yeah.
Mambo Land, thank you so much for joining, and we appreciate you being here today.
Hello.
Thank you for joining. Hit subscribe, hit like, let us know what world you're coming from, Mambo Land. We appreciate it. Hello, happy Rocket Red countdown liftoff here. Zorro Q60. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for liking the title. Appreciate that too. You guys are newer to the show. I think that it's the first time you guys are watching. Please let me know. Hit a subscribe, hit a like, and let us know where in the world you guys are coming from. Tommy says, like they always say, more money, more problems. And we were talking about that. Like, so, knock on wood, when XRP hits that number, let's just call it 100 or 589 or 1,000, right? And our lives change. Like, I was talking to you about, here we are talking to our friends and family, and our friends and family are not grasping what this is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our friends have gotten involved in it, who really now are convicted in XRP and believe in it, understand it, and researching it and listening to it like you guys are. But what's going to happen then? And Daniel James is back. Tommy says, like I said, okay, I'm sorry. Daniel James is back. Thank you so much for being here, Daniel James. Hello. I'm pondering when the big institutions are going to release their vice grip and let XRP run to $50. Right? Amen and hallelujah. Blazing Bandit, the pump is on. The revolution is in. The real time is now. So here's the question, right? You've been telling your friends and family. They don't listen. They don't jump on. They're not getting involved. They're not even putting their tiptoes in there. And when it goes, then what happens? And you now become the most wealthiest person that they know. And you told them all this time about what they should do with family, cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody. But they didn't do it. And now, how do you go back and enjoy those family events when you're in a different place? And they're going to look at you as you're the bank. And that's not going to happen, right? Blazing Bandit, the pump is on. The revolution is, I love it. The pump is on.
We had that conversation.
I just, I'm concerned about it.
You've seen that. I've seen We've had that conversation.
Because what happens is people assume if you're wealthy, that you're going to be the person who's going to give all the money to everybody else who isn't wealthy, because you have it. And it's not because they've earned it or worked for it or gone through the journey that we've gone through. And Blazing Bandit, HODL, hodl.
Hold on for dear life.
Hold on for dear life. Tight generational wealth is now in sight. Amen and hallelujah, Blazing Bandit. I mean, that's where we are,
right,
in our journey, in our mindset. Mamboland, whenever people stop leverage trading, we will see 50 and more. I like that. I definitely agree with that. I'm not a seller. I'm a buyer. I'm a holder.
No.
Right?
Yep.
We're going to see.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, I think there's going to always be the trading. I think it's just the volume. I think the volume needs to, and the utility needs to pick up before we're going to do it. And then it doesn't really matter that much.
Blazing Bandit says money doesn't change people; it changes the people around them. Yeah. I already know. He's right.
And that's a conversation that I had with my friend that I was talking about the other day. That we've had this conversation, because he's been waiting for it to moon for 3 or 4 years, and I keep saying to him, "You got to understand, you're a different person now, and you will be able to handle your wealth better now than you could have been before, because you're prepared. This is, this isn't a lottery ticket. You win a lottery ticket, you lose it. You spend it on this, you spend it on that. You win it's just, we're building a mindset. Is what
Erler's back 333 trophy, yellow, smiling, hand orange, covering eyes. I love it. I love Erler. And Tommy says, I'm gonna be just like Houdini and disappear. I'm a ghost, everyone. And then Erla says, eyes on the prize, fellas. Amen. Atlantic Living is back. Thank you so much for joining us. Vicious attacks towards Jake, but honestly, because of him, we accumulated more. Yes, we wanted something magical at midnight. Enjoy the journey. Atlantic Living, you're exactly right. And I'm not berating him and yelling at him, because he is like our holy grail of XRP. He's the one who's been educating the world about XRP, and in my eyes.
Yeah.
I did buy more, right? I did buy more because of what the whole, but it hasn't yet.
Just imagine. Let's play a little game here for a second. Just came across my mind. No, give me a second. Don't shut it down yet.
Yeah.
Imagine history is written 10 years from now.
Yes.
And Jake turns out to be the guy that woke up the nation and the masses of people around the world. I shouldn't even say nation, but people around the world. That he was the Benedict Arnold that was out there calling, saying the British are coming. Imagine him saying XRP is coming, XRP is coming, XRP is coming, and then he looks like an idiot to some,
right?
Because
it
didn't happen,
right.
And here we are on the 2nd, but all of a sudden now happens on the 10th. Then what?
No,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not cutting them they're not cutting them any slack.
Well,
unfortunately,
it's because he's being very specific on some things that are making people a little wonky. Blazing Bandit, 6 years and still bullish can be. I agree. Great stuff. And Blazing Bandit, it'll come, just not announced. It will come, just not announced. You just got to believe and be in. Time in the market is better than timing the market.
Yep.
Facts. Yep. Those are all good points. That's really, really bullet points. Bang. I mean, and that's where, like, again, I'm not upset with Jake because he's wrong. It's the way that it's coming through that is getting you so geeked out and excited that you're just like having this slight down depression for me. You know what I mean? I won't get angry at the guy because I believe in everything he knows and trusts what he's doing and has the most knowledge in the game about XRP.
Yep.
Mambo Land, more money in the future, amplify the present you.
Hi, Val.
You're right. Hey, baby.
Val's on.
Nice to see you, baby, watching the show.
She's checking to see when you're getting off.
Not but it's true. It's again part of this journey thing, It's the description of journey. It's a spiritual journey that we're on. We are literally on a spiritual journey. This is like church to us, like synagogue. This is like this.
I never called it church, Dave.
Well, I'm going to call it.
All right, you're calling it. I'm not calling it church.
I'm going to call it a spiritual journey that we are together with our people who are watching a part of this.
Okay. We can call it a family.
Our spiritual family. You are our spiritual gangsters. Oh, spiritual gangsters of XRP.
Oh my God.
I think those are one of the rap songs from back in the day. But like literally, like it's a spiritual experience that like we're going through, because it's not about the money itself. It's the
growth.
It's the growth. It's the journey. Growth. It's the future. It's what you're going to be able to do and not be able to do. My biggest concern is not having it as much as, again, I say this to you sincerely, like I come from a big family. My mom's got 5 sisters. We got like, I don't know, 30 or 40 cousins, and there's a couple that are in it, but a majority are not. And when we have those holiday events or those weddings or those different occasions we get together, and you're in a different financial place, I'm still gonna be the same person. But when they look at you, are they gonna feel like you're different or the same person? And it's not because of who you are and how you're acting. It's about your financial situation.
Well, I think this is the reason why we don't tell people how big our bag is.
Right.
Because everybody this is why we tell everybody, you don't tell everybody the size of your bag, and because in the back of their mind, all everybody's doing is just counting
your money, right? What is a bag exactly? Each person's bag is different. It could be a satchel.
Imagine it. Yeah, I
might have a satchel, not a bag. We might call it a bag. It might be a little bag, but it's a bag. It's a bag,
Right.
Each person's, what is it? What's a bag? Is 1,000 a lot? Someone the other day asked if 800 was enough. I don't know. At some point, 800 number.
It's all relative. I think 800.
I think you need to have X thousand of it, and to be in the top 10%. What are you talking? 3,000, 2,500,
something like that. That's
the top 10%.
Yeah.
I would say the goal is to have a few thousand is your goal immediately to just kind of be in it. But again, it's much easier to get to 1,000 at $2 a coin than it is at $3 a coin and $4 a coin. Mm-hmm. So that's why we continue to buy. Zorro Q60. It's my first time here. A spiritual gang, absolutely. And thank you for joining us, Zorro. Please like and subscribe. And where are you on your journey? Because it's important to know how you're feeling. Blazing Bandit, I got a Home Depot dumpster in a bag. I love it. I got a Home Depot dumpster. I want to believe my Home Depot dumpster is a dumpster also. I don't know what the
Home Depot dumpster is. I think they call it the bull bag.
Is it the bull bag?
It's a big bag. It's they pull it out and then once you fill it up, you can get it, and then they come by and they just take it. I assume that's what he means by
Home Depot bag. I like
that's a pretty big bag, by the way. That's a pretty big bag,
and as deserved, because you've been on this. How long have you been on this journey for, Blazing Bandit? You've told us before. Remind us. And that makes a difference too. Although when you first got in, were you buying it as aggressively, or you just playing with it because it was so cheap and you're like, I just bought a little bit because I want to be involved and I'm learning about it, right? That's where again, somebody got in, like we had in the show, I forget who it was. They were on 12 years or 7 years, something, they've been on it for a long time in XRP. And when you were first buying XRP at, 10, 12, 15, 25, 35, 50, 70 cents, did you buy as much of it as you could at that time? Were you buying small amounts of it? Blazing Bandit says, you got it, my dude. Absolutely. So what is it? How much were you buying when it was cheap? And then how much are you buying now? You're buying more now that it's like at $2 or $1.85, Blazing Bandit 6 years. There you go. So 6 years ago, I know that when I got in at almost 4 years ago, I was looking at it at 70 cents, 50 cents, and I saw it as low as 35 cents. So that means that you're able to accumulate more, but did you actually sink that much into it at the time? Because were you that convicted at that time, right? When did the conviction really hit? Atlantic Living, hey guys, have you considered getting the Go Baby Auto Trader? I'm curious about it.
I have that very, very much.
That's what the Stable Crew's talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were actually talking about setting up an LLC and putting together several people and maybe just
taking a shot and testing it out.
Yeah, that's
putting an X amount and see how it goes with it. It's
just set up like a little mini LLC and just get a group of 5 people. Everybody contribute to it the equal amounts, and then just
what is it? $3,500 for this?
$3,500 for 3 years or 3.5 years on the license. Yeah, we would definitely think about it.
Biden the Hair Sniffer is back. Thank you so much for being here today. Hello, people. Hello, Biden the Hair Sniffer. Happy Friday, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Hope you guys are having a great day. Sarah Classman, thank you for joining us. So good to have you in our show with us, and love to know where you're from. And please hit subscribe and follow, and like the show. Of course, I'm waiting to be rich. Sarah says, "Amen, amen, amen." And Daniel James is back. Says $2.02 on Coinbase now. that means it's going. We broke $2.
What was her name? Danielle. What was
that was Sarah Class.
Oh, Sarah.
Klassen was before, and now Daniel James is back.
Keep saving, Sarah. Keep acquiring and keep building the mentality
Sarah,
to go behind the well.
Sarah, how long you been in the game with XRP? And I call it the game. Like, well, you've been in the game.
Yeah.
Sarah I love Jesus. Sarah, good girl.
Amen.
Amen.
I love Jesus too.
Daniel James, $2.02. So we broke $2, right? So it was $1.8456 today. We just broke $2. And again,
no party.
Does this mean we're kind of doing our thing? Are we going to start doing the dance? Are we going to start to kind of, do. In the background, if you guys are watching me here, it says dreaming of XRP skyrocketing. And then if I slide out of the way for a split second, and Mike's, there's actually it's me lying down, looking up at the stars in the sky, dreaming. Mamboland broke 202 on Coinbase also. So you guys are on Coinbase. And where in the world are you from? Where do you live? Are you outside the country, in the United States? I asked that Mamboland because, again, Coinbase is more national, right? For sure. I don't know if Coinbase is international. One of the platforms we use over here in Connecticut is Uphold. And I learned about Uphold through Jake, right? Yep. Jake and Connor. Yep. I'm sorry. Or what's Connor's? Mikkel. Mikkel talks about Uphold. Crypto Sensei talks about Uphold. So I've been watching Uphold a lot. Biden Harris says you all better get silver. There's our silver king right here. Blazing Bandit pumping. We got 202 on Bubbles as well. Yeah, Blazing Bandit on also 202. So where are you? What platforms are you using? Are you using Uphold? Are you using Coinbase? Are you using Kraken? Are you using Gemini? Are you using Crypto.com? Coinbase for Blazing Bandit. So a lot of you guys on Coinbase. Coinbase.
Why are we talking more about silver today?
Silver took a little.
It came back up. It was up over $3 this morning.
What $3?
It was up $3 again this morning. Up $3 again this morning.
Because after the show on silver, that took a digger.
Yeah, but that's
the Asian guy.
Just like XRP, you sit there and run away just because it.
No. The Asian guy, he was talking about why that whole thing went down. Yes. He explained exactly.
I was wondering, because we know that the Asian guy
AI is what he calls
AI.
I'm not sure.
I'm wondering if the Asian guy is actually in China. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing that's sort of crazy with the technology today. Yes. Is that here we are as Americans, we're sitting there listening to Asian man AI, and he's talking about.
I don't think he's AI. I think he just calls himself.
Oh no, he's AI, no doubt.
We got Eagles Crew. Thank you for joining us and being here today. I'm using Uphold and Coinbase. Love it. So using multiple platforms. I love that. We got Zorro says or metal in general. Blade, welcome back, Blade. We love seeing you here, buddy. I'm in gold, silver, and XRP. The fact that they're now injecting $40 billion a month, I believe these will start going up. Mike's been talking about that for a while too. $40 billion into gold, into silver.
Well, and then now with this whole China really putting the screws as to what they're going to allow to come out of their country, and they are the bigger smelters, so they are the ones that are processing and making a lot of the silver. So they're bringing it into the country, and they might not be letting it out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think there's going to be
a lot of lockdowns. Mamboland says Jake Claver became the Jim Cramer of crypto. That's funny, not funny. Tommy says they're saying now that XRP is the new silver. And is that a shush? Ooh. It's a new silver. I like that XRP is a new silver. I love that a lot. I'd like to see.
You'd like to see gold instead.
I'd like to see. No, I'd like to see XRP.
Oh, hit the same graph.
The same graphs on silver. That would make, I think, a lot of people here very happy. Yep. Generational, change of life situations over here. It's really interesting to see what's going on with XRP. And you know what? Listen, going into a weekend, the crypto market is always very interesting to see. Because unlike the regular stock exchange that goes and shuts up at 4 o'clock, over the weekend, things happen. Sometimes they go sour and sometimes they really pop. And I'm hoping Maybe this is the
you know.
Bearable Bull, by the way, said January 6th. That was his date.
Okay. All right. Well, Jake didn't get it. Let's see if Bull gets it now. Okay.
For some reason, though, I thought Jake's in the first week of January.
Yeah, no, Jake says don't hold me to the fact,
Right.
if it goes into the new year. But hey,
he's got it.
Whenever it is. Okay. I don't mind waiting. I told you. It would be nice to have money sooner rather than later.
It would
obviously in life.
be nice to have money sooner or later. I think it's not about even having the money so much as it is about seeing the volcano start to kind of erupt a little bit. I think it's getting us excited about the rumbling. We want to see rumble. We want to feel rumble.
You mean it's almost like a casino? You're making it sound a little bit like the
ding ding
casino
ding, ding.
adrenaline flying.
Not as much as the casino noises, but if you saw it start to shake a little bit, the ground, a little earthquake of XRP. You know what I mean? You didn't have to go, to like a 9.0 Richter on the scale over here necessarily.
But you would like that.
I wouldn't mind that either. James People joining us over here today. Thank you so much for joining us and letting us know in the world you're from. Please like and subscribe. This community is depressing. People are delusional. Well, James People, I'm not sure if the part of depressing is the fact that it hasn't happened yet or because it's going through the journey of what we're going through.
That's actually an interesting little phrase there. I like that. People are delusional. That's actually a good conversation to say. What has changed? Is it delusional when when email first came out and they said emails are going to replace the United States Postal Service with most of the mail?
Right.
Times change. Things, so
hopefully it won't take as long. Because I remember I was in college when I learned about email in 1993.
I remember when I went to college, people were writing to me. My aunt's writing to me letters, and you'd have to go to the mailbox to do it. Today, now, nobody's doing that letter kind of stuff.
1992, I'm in college. I remember they teaching about email. 92, 93.
Oh, right when it came out.
Yeah, and I remember you send a message to somebody and it's going to pop up somewhere at some point. Never thought it would change the mailing system, which is
I was just talking.
Well, I'm going to read with your Blazing Bandit says it's buyout. It's buyout about the money about to get. It's going to validate that I've been right about everything I've been. Whoops, hold on, just jumped so far. Validate that I've been right about everything I've been learning and investing in. And Blazing Bandit,
I'm with him. Yep.
Not about. Listen, together with you, Tommy says, think about it. January 6th is Three Kings Day. Interesting. And that's where Bearable Bull said January 6th. I'm not, if that was anything to do with it, it's very interesting. Very interesting, Tommy. And Lennon Living says, it's interesting. The journey is like collecting a hockey and baseball card collection. And I see the joy in the journey. When you get the quest, you miss it. LOL. I definitely can relate to the baseball card thing.
I'm there. That's what we were talking about.
I graduated high school in 95. LOL. Yeah, I graduated high school in 92. Jacob Wade, thank you so much for joining us, being a part of the show. Please subscribe and let us know where in the world you're coming from. About a year and a half ago, I had a dream. I was in a building in a big city, and a middle-aged lady was telling me XRP was going to be huge in summer 2026. That's pretty cool. Jacob Wade could be the future of our dreams over here. I like it. Blade says delusional. Gold has gone up. Silver has gone up. XRP is hanging on and building more infrastructure. I think the word you were looking for is thinking ahead. Facts. I like the thinking ahead. And Biden the hair sniffer said, say my name. Say my name. My missus thinks I'm dumb and thinks my username is stupid. Biden the hair sniffer is the bomb. We love Biden the hair sniffer. We talk about you at our house just because of your name. The missus is wrong, and you are definitely got to win on that one there.
That's funny.
And Blazing Bandit says, they've been giving us buy since zero. And Star Wars, Luke's X-Wing was AA 589. No kidding.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's very interesting. Carter Jean, thank you so much for joining us over here. I'm in a live chat and everybody's screaming no more clickbait YouTubers. Why shouldn't I listen to those guys? Listen, I'm going to say this. First of all, thank you for joining us on the show. Let us know in the world you're from. We like to know where you guys are coming in from.
We don't give a lot of clickbait. I think we're just discussing the stuff. We're really not talking.
This show is about learning together and what each one is thinking and feeling. I mean, we are on a journey and a path. The path is going to be long and hard, and it's going to be a lot of bumps in the road in between there. It's a roller coaster that we just don't see the ending. We keep adding pieces to the roller coaster to make the roller coaster longer. As a matter of fact, I'm using another analogy. There is, got a lot of things coming here through. I'm going to just jump. Carter says, I'm Florida. Thank you so much, Carter Jean. Appreciate that. My daughter asked me for the marble game this year, and I didn't know what she was talking about. And the marble game is all these plastic pieces that you put together. The ball goes around and around, and it has all different kind of things. You make like this roller coaster for a marble. I kind of feel that we've got the marble game going on with XRP a little bit, and how the ride is going to be and which way it's going to go and where it's going to land. And you watch it going up and down. You watch it going up and down, and then you add more pieces to it. And it's cool and exciting to watch and see it go through its tracks, even though you know where it's going to go. It's just watching the process happen.
Right.
That's kind of like,
that's a good analogy.
Tommy, do you know that XRP, the XRP, sorry, you're moving so fast. I apologize. Do you know that the XRP sign is, hello, it's nice. It's the Nice Templar. It's the Knights Templar. I think it's the Knights Templar.
Knights Templar.
No kidding.
The Masonic, the Masons.
I'm a Mason. I'm a Mason.
No, you're not.
I'm 100% a Mason.
Since when were you?
I've been a Mason for, let's see, I'm going to say we moved to Cheshire in 2008. I became a Mason probably 2010. I was active for a while in it, and then I kind of became very involved with work and family, which is important. But that's awesome. You're a Mason as well. Let's see.
I went through a tour on a Mason in
New Haven?
No, I went through the tour in Washington, D.C., right outside in Virginia, Washington. It was a huge thing. I went through the tour. I was a little freaked out by it.
The Masons are a really great organization.
I was a little freaked out because it was some of it, you talk about spiritual. I almost felt it was like weird. It was almost like I didn't feel very comfortable in there. As a Christian, I didn't feel very comfortable.
As a matter of fact, as a Christian or any religion, it's not even about that. It's about the brotherhood. It's a great organization, the Masons. If you ever get a chance to be a Mason or learn about it, it's pretty cool stuff. Blade says, I'm sure all the people holding candles were saying that Tom Edison invented the light bulb. That is a good one. That's a really good. I just and how long we held a candle for before we had a light.
And look at the horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Are we going back to the horses? We never went back, right? When the Model T came out, I mean, the Model T was new.
Carter Jean says Prince Charles, and Truth Beyond Perception. Thank you so much for joining us here. Please like and subscribe. We want to know where in the world you're coming from. And Truth says Peppy is up 50% this week. Peppy is a it's a frog. It's a meme coin. Yeah. I didn't really get involved in meme coins because of the volatility, but I do hear that Peppy is one of the most well-known ones because I heard of it before. And that's awesome. It's a 50%. But what does that mean? Is there any kind of relativity there with Peppy being up 50% to what's going to happen with the rest of the, I'll call it blue chip cryptos,
I don't
XRP
think so.
Specifically?
Personally, I think that, everything's starting to go. Even XRP today is up, 5-6%?
Do you know, I was doing that. Now it's more than that. It's
SHX. Take a look at SHX today. SHX was up heavy today.
Hold on a second. It was at $1.85. You're now 202. That's about a 15%. Is that a 15% swing? When I was watching, I saw Bitcoin was at 88,000, was at 90,000, went up like 2%. Where XRP was up 15%. This is why, what you're looking up.
XRP is now 7% right now today. Quant is up 5%.
I think it's more than 7%. I think
SHX up 12%.
I think it's more than. Hold on, if it's $1.85 starts off at, then you're at 202.
This is in the 24 hour. This is 24 hour on BitTree. Okay. This is just 24 hours.
I'm just doing from midnight to now. Mr. AU25, thank you for joining us. Howdy, lads. Howdy to you too, my friend. Where in the world are you coming from? Please hit like and subscribe. What's good with XRP? Well, we can tell you that for sure as we begin notices from everybody here watching that XRP is now at 202 from $1.85 today, which is massive. Living says, I believe the meme coins are best, optimal to use in the Go Baby Trader. Apparently SHIB and Doge. I have bought both SHIB and Doge in the past.
Atlantic, are you doing the Go Baby right now?
What is Go Baby?
That's the trader that we're talking about with Stable Crew. That we were talking about. That's the Go Baby. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Go
Baby.
So
they actually. So what you're saying is, SHIB and Doge are in Go Baby.
You could probably put anything into Go Baby. Is probably any of them.
And Mr. AU25, is Jake Kleber correct? And Mr. AU says, wow. Again, let us know where in the world you're from, please, Mr. AU. And please subscribe and like.
About what?
And the question is Mr. J correct? Is he correct about what's going to happen? I mean, it's going to go up. Like, it's supposed to happen really quickly. End of first quarter. We're talking end of first quarter.
No, it was the end of the year.
Well, it was end of the year. And then first quarter, right?
We love Jake. We love Jake. We're not going to talk bad about him.
Dremelock, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of the show. Please like and subscribe. And we really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing and letting us know where in the world you're from, because that's what it's all about to us. It's got a cool looking picture over there. It's got the cone head, I think. I can't see. It's really small. Nobody's been correct. There's truth to that. Nobody's been correct because it hasn't really taken off yet. And I think, like you said in the beginning of the show, that there's a lot of things that are happening. You were on a conversation. You started talking about what has to happen in order for it to take off.
Yeah.
Like it's not ready to take off yet because of what they're doing in the background. I mean, the government's definitely involved here. Mamboland says, hello, fellas. Any updates on the ZBCN ISO 20022 compliance?
I don't have anything on that. I have no ZBEC. I know about it, but I honestly couldn't really tell you much about it, to be honest.
And I know even less. Atlantic Living says, not yet. I'm waiting for the Canadian Northern Living to get the full run down in Florida. I need to understand how the taxes all work. Crypto taxation, I'm still trying to get a grasp on it. It's funny. I sent you something the other day. I was watching on YouTube a guy. He was, I'm going to say, a tax guy. Really, really smart, and talked about when selling crypto, how to I'm going to look this up to see who it was.
Basically, while you're looking it up, he gave an example. If you actually had $1 million in crypto, if you sell it, you're going to pay in America, roughly 35%.
This is currently the top.
And basically what he was saying is set up a trust.
Yeah.
What trust? It was not a foundation. It was
his name is Mark J. Kohler. He was talking about, again, I pulled it up quickly. He was talking about how if you sell your crypto, you can basically take the money that you've for tax reasons, not to pay taxes, and how to keep the money going around and around. It's pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. But you were setting up a charity trust, a charitable trust.
Yes.
Giving your asset to the charitable trust, which now gives you a $1 million deduction off of your income. And then on top of that, you then can sell the asset and you can get an income for a period of time. And then you can buy insurance for your kids, so your kids still get the asset, the money, and then at your death, that asset trust will then go to who you were giving it to. Pretty damn ingenious.
It was really Mark J. Kohler. I got 3 minutes left over here before we got to cut it off, and I apologize because I got to get home to the wife and family for dinner tonight. We got a few things going on over here. We got Kodiak EL. Thank you for joining us and letting us know where in the world you're from. It has achieved ISO 20022. I think that's what he meant to put over there. Follow ZBCN Man for more recent updates. Kodiak is on X. Kimber Light, thank you for joining us. Kimber, where in the world are you from? From Houston. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Love it from Houston. Zebic did get its ISO 2002 compliance around December 27th. Took them till the end of the year to let the year, like they say. Atlantic Living says Kodiak, Zebic, and Crisp CSPR are my high risk ISO 20022 holds. I believe in both of them.
Casper, and what was the other one?
Casper and Zebic.
Okay.
So he likes both of those. Mambo Land, Arizona is moving to become more crypto friendly with recent legislation, SB 1044, SCR 1003, aiming to exempt virtual currency from state taxes, voter approval in November 2026. I think that's going to be the way to go across the nation, is this XRP, but crypto in general, to be tax-free. You guys are awesome. Great information here, by the way. I want to thank you guys all for being here. Listen, it is Friday. I want to wish you all a Shabbat Shalom if you celebrate. And I want to wish you a happy Friday. And I want to wish you health and happiness and love. And I want to wish you all the peace. We're going to be back here on Monday. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for making this show so great. If you haven't before, hit subscribe, give a like, and continue to share with everybody you know about this show. Intro to Crypto. Tommy says, do you like wealthy people? Do you just borrow against their assets? Oh, do like wealthy people and just to borrow against your assets. You're exactly right, buddy. That's the plan. Knock on wood in the future. Thank you so much all for being here Friday night. You guys are awesome. We will see you on Monday. And cheers from Finland, from Janit.
Wow,
thank you so much, Janit. Thank you for being on the show. Please hit like and subscribe. We're back on Monday. We need all of you to make this show. You guys are from all over the world. It's amazing. And we really appreciate you being a part of the show. It's awesome.
Yeah.
XRP.
Thank you, guys.
Is the destiny. We'll see you soon. Talk to you. Atlantic Living. I tell my kids and friends, if you're unsure, just keep it. Yeah, he's right. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, look forward to